All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go to the creating your Google site. You're going to go to the upper right hand corner and you're going to click on this waffle and you're going to go to sites. I've also, in case sites doesn't appear here, like if you've never created a Google site before, you can go to this link, which I've conveniently posted here, which says Google Sites. So you're going to go to the Google Sites. If you've ever created a Google site before, like for instance, if you're in the Communications Academy or if you're taking another art class where a Google site is required for your midterm, it would be visible here. If you've never created a Google site before, you're going to do that right now. So you're going to create a blank site. You just hit the plus sign and you're going to create a blank site. You're going to go here to put in the title of the site, upper left hand corner, and you're going to put your first name, your last name, and the word portfolio. Then you're going to go here, click on that, and it'll automatically transfer to here. You're going to go here, and you're going to put welcome. This is your welcome page. Now you're going to go over here to pages, and you're going to go to this plus sign down here and add a second page, and that page is going to be your about page. And then you're going to add a third page. That third page is going to be your portfolio page. And then you're going to add a fourth page, and that page is going to be your blog page. Okay, so you're going to have home, about, portfolio, and blog. And the name of your site is going to be your first name and last name and the word portfolio. Now you're going to go up here to this plus sign, and you are going to share your site with me. You're going to share your site with RACHWIN, Rach Winneberg at paps.net. That means you're adding me as an editor. If you're in Mr. Johnson's class, you would add Leslie Johnson as the editor. Okay, and then you would hit send. Okay. Then you're going to take the address bar, you're going to click on it, and you're going to just do Command A if you're on a Mac, and if you're on a Chromebook, you'll do Control A, and then that's select all, and then you're going to do Command or Control C. If you're on a Mac, you would do Command. If you're on a Chromebook, you'd do Control C, which is copy. And I have set up for my computer animation students this list here. So this is, it's got the names of all my students. I'll just add myself to the bottom. And I'll add okay, so I would add my unpublished Google site URL. I would do Control or Command V. Command if you're on a MacBook. And that adds the unpublished site here. Okay, so now I've created my Google site and I've added my teacher as an editor, and I've got the bare skeleton of the site. Now I'm going to do something else. I'm going to create a portfolio folder. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to add a new tab. I'm going to go to the waffle and I'm going to go to Drive. And I'm going to go New Folder. And I'm going to call that folder Rachel Windenberg. Has to be your first and last name and portfolio. Okay, don't just call it portfolio because I'll get a million websites named portfolio. It has to have your first and last name in the title. So I'm going to create it. Okay. And there it is. Now I'm going to right click and I'm going to share. So I'm going to hit share. And I'm going to change the general access. This is extremely important to anyone with the link. Okay. And then I'm going to share it with my teacher. So I'm going to share it with Rach Winenberg. I'm going to share it with Rach Winenberg. That's my teacher. Or if my teacher is Mr. Johnson, then I'll share it with Leslie Johnson. And I'm going to hit send. So now I've created this folder, and anyone with the link can see it, but Mr. Johnson and Mrs. Winenberg can edit. And now I'm going to copy the link, and I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to go here where it says portfolio folder in Google Drive, and I'll do Command or Control V. It's Command if you're on a MacBook, Control if you're on a Chromebook. And now I have the link to my portfolio folder in here. If you just hit enter, it will become an active link. So I'm going to just go to the end and hit enter, and these become active links. And now this middle one you don't have to worry about quite yet, because that's only after you publish your site. Now the next thing I'm going to do just involves Google Drive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google Classroom, and I'm going to, let me just go to the waffle, go to Google Classroom. I'm going to go to the computer animation class, and I'm going to go to classwork. And I'm going to take all the stuff that I've done this year, and I'm going to download it. So let's see. This is an animation. I believe I did. Let me see. Yes, so this is my bouncing ball animation. So I'm going to just I'm going to go to Nialus's bouncing ball animation, and I'm going to download it. I'm going to go to I'm going to go to the next one, which would be the monster animation puppet, and I would download that. So let me go to, I'll go to Nialus's again. And I'm going to download her creature animation. And I'm just going to keep doing that until I have every assignment downloaded here. So let's see. So I'm going to just, let's see, I don't necessarily need all these steps. I probably just need the final under the sea animation. So let me grab that. This is Nialus's, and I'm also going to download that. Let's see. Shape creatures. Okay, now you see how this says cat.psd. That means it's a Photoshop file. So you can't put Photoshop files on in Google Classrooms. I mean, you can't put Photoshop files in on a Google website. So what you have to do is you have to export it. So I'm just going to go and open this up in Photoshop. And if any of your files are Photoshop files, you have to do this. File. export. It's the only way to get it onto your Google site, otherwise it won't work. Quick export as PNG. And it's going to go into my downloads as cat. So save. And then I can just X out of Photoshop and go right back to, let's see, just take back. And then all the eye drawing practice, drawing a realistic eye, drawing a face, the figure drawing practice. I wouldn't do the figure drawing practice speed painting because we're not done with that assignment yet, but I would do the principles of animation, squash and stretch. So let me grab that one. Okay, so this is Jonathan's. I'll just grab Jonathan's and I'm going to download that. Now, let's see. For all these, the drawing people ones, like draw a pair of realistic eyes, if it's a Photoshop file, you have to export it as a PNG. So Jonathan's is fine. His is a PNG, but Jeffrey's is not. So if I was Jeffrey, I would have to click on this. I would have to download it, and I'd have to export it as a PNG in Photoshop like I just did with Nialis' cat, because you can't put a Photoshop file in on a Google site. So once I have everything downloaded, I'm going to go back to my folder. So let's see, here's my folder, my Rachel Winterberg portfolio folder. I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to do new, file upload, and I should find all these files in my downloads. So because I just downloaded them, they should be the ones on the top. I'm going to click on the first one, hold the shift key, and click on the last one, and then I'm going to hit open. And they should come into my folder. And here they are in my folder. And now, just to clarify, my folder is anyone with a link can view it. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on my folder. First of all, let me find my folder. Type folder, owner, me, date modified today, search. Okay, there it is. So now I'm going to right click on my folder and I'm going to I'm going to go down here and let's see, I want to add it to my starred folders. Let's see, type people modified, folder information. Organize. Okay, so what you do is you right click, you go to organize, and you add to start. This is very important because it's going to be hard to find it later. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my Google site. I'm going to go to first of all, my Google site. Let me go here to share with others, and I'm going to go to publish site, and where it says Perth Amboy Board of Education, I'm going to change that to public. That means the draft is restricted to only with people with access that I want, but after I publish it, it'll be public, okay? So now I'm going to go to my portfolio folder, my portfolio page, and I'm going to hit Insert, and I'm going to go to Drive, and I'm going to go click over here to Start. And I'm going to find Rachel Winneberg portfolio folder. And I'm going to double click on it, and you can see all these things in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on, it looks like I've got this cat thing as a Photoshop file, and I can't use that. So let me go back to my folder. I'm going to go here. I'm going to do New, File Upload, and I need to find, I'm going to find the cat, cancel. Let's see. Let me go here to Photoshop. Sorry. Looks like I did not properly export the cat. You can't put a Photoshop file into a Google site. So File, Open, Cat, Open, File, Export, Quick Export as PNG, and figure out where it's going. It's going to go into downloads, and it's going to be called cat, and it's going to be a PNG. So let's see. SPC, downloads. Okay, save. All right. So theoretically, if I go here to New, File Upload, there's cat. Okay. Open. And now I'm going to get rid of the Photoshop file because it's not of any use to me. Okay, so now I've got this stuff. I'm now going to go back here, and I'm going to click on the first thing, and then I'm going to go down to the last thing. I'll hit the Shift key, click on the last thing, and that clicks on everything. And then I'm going to hit Insert. And you can see that it brings every single thing into my portfolio folder. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the first thing, and I'm going to add a text box. So I'm going to just grab this text box, and I'm going to bring it up and attach it to the cat. Then I'm going to click on the second thing. I'm going to grab a text box, click over here, and I will attach it to the Squash and Stretch. And you do that for each one of them. They each get their own text box. You go over here to Insert Text Box, grab it, and you attach it to each file. So each one of these files is going to have a text box attached to it, and that's how you're going to caption your this is how you're going to caption your let's see, all your work. Okay. The other thing that you can do now is you can center your work, and the text box will come with it. You can also resize your work, and the text box will change size with it. So that's your portfolio page. You're going to put a caption on each one of these pages, and then you're going to pick the piece of artwork that you are the most proud of, or that you invested the most in, or that presented the most challenge, or whatever. You pick your favorite piece of work. You're going to go over to your blog page. You're going to go to Drive again, insert Drive, and you're going to go to Start. You find your portfolio folder, double click on it. You find the piece that you are the proudest of, you insert it, and then you're going to create a text box. And this is where you're going to write a 100 to 200 word essay reflecting on your work. When you are done with the portfolio page and the blog page, you go to the About page, and you're going to upload a photograph of yourself. We have cameras. You can take a photograph of yourself in the room, or you can upload a photo from your phone. If you have an iPhone, you can just airdrop it right to the computer. And you're going to write a little bit about yourself, like introducing yourself, explaining that you're a student at Perth Amboy High School, what year you're in, what your goals are, etc. And then the home page or welcome page, you're going to write, "Welcome to my website. Here you will find my portfolio from computer animation class, or a collection of my artwork since I started high school," or however else you want to describe it. When you are completely done with your welcome page, your about page, and your portfolio page, and your blog page, and you've done all the requirements of the assignment, you're going to hit publish. Okay, and then you're going to look here where it says who can view my site, make sure anyone can review it. And then you're going to hit publish. And then you're going to click here to copy the published site link. So then you click here on the pop-up and you copy the link. You're now going to go back to computer animation class. You're going to go here where you put the published Google site link, and you're going to do Command V if you're on a Mac, Control V if you're on a Chromebook, and you're going to put that link there. And that is, you're going to then be done with your midterm. Now, what you're not going to do is you're not going to actually put the link to your website into the assignment when you submit it. You're just going to fill out this doc. Don't turn your website itself into me. In other words, when you go to submit your work, don't add your website as if it's the assignment and you're turning it in. Because what happens if you do that is Google will think that I now own your website, that you've given it to me, and you won't be able to edit it again. So don't turn your website into me as the assignment. Just just hit submit on the assignment empty. And as long as the information is filled out here, I will use this information in order to grade your assignment. And that's it. That's how you, that is exactly how you do how you do your midterm, and how you create a Google site.